I'm cancer free. I mean, just saying the words, it just, I'm cancer free. You have no idea how much, I worried and worried. I mean, you have no idea how many sleepless nights. And I am cancer. I am cancer free. Yes. Um, I wanted to tell you, I wanted to tell you because, I mean, I have to tell people. I have to. I have to tell people, and I have to let them know I'm cancer free, and I have to show them. I have to, I got to. And by telling you, by articulating that I'm cancer free, that I am free from cancer, I feel like I'm bringing you into my life and showing you an incredibly intimate part of my existence, and just bringing you in. And so you can understand how I think, how I feel. I mean, listen to me. Life is so precious. And once you discover that you're free from cancer, it just takes on a whole new meaning. Woo! I am cancer free. And I hope now that I've told you this, that you'll listen to me. You'll listen to me and understand the seriousness of what I'm telling you. Of everything that I tell you, you should listen closely to it. Because I am cancer free. And just really trivial. It's not really important, but I have to tell you in full disclosure. It's just so trivial, but I mean, I wasn't actually diagnosed with cancer. I mean, everything I'm telling you is absolutely true. I'm free from cancer. I am. I am cancer free. I just was never diagnosed with cancer. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm free from cancer. And I'm not lying. I'm not. Why are you saying that I'm lying? I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm free from cancer. And yes, okay, fine. I mean, if you're going to be all like a Putin bot, like a paid Russian shill, insisting and niggling and going on and on and on about you weren't diagnosed with cancer. Well, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking Putin bot. I'm free from cancer, and nobody can take that away from you. Not even you, you disgusting Russian agent, you. And who cares that I was never diagnosed with cancer? That's just a detail. It's not important. What's important is that I am free from cancer, God damn it. And if you are too whatever you are, you're so disgusting, you Putin bot, you Russian shill, you're just like evil, man. Yeah, because you keep on going on about the little detail, who cares? That I was never diagnosed with cancer, and so, of course, what I'm telling you is technically true. You know? I'm sorry, let me just wipe away the tears. I mean, it was actually quite the effort not to break out in laughter. But you see, there's a point to this ridiculousness. And you see, this is how propagandists operate. Hmm? And you listen to my story of me being free from cancer. And of course, what happens? You're a decent person. Hmm? And how do I know this? I don't know you personally, of course. But most people, the vast majority of people, are decent, honest, God-fearing people. And they want nothing bad for their neighbor. They just want to get through life the best they can, you know? And so when you hear a story like, oh, I'm free from cancer, you automatically, your empathy, your natural goodness, fills in the blanks. And you assume a whole host of things. And me, as a propagandist, I'm counting on that. I'm depending on your goodness, your empathy, to fill in the blanks and make you think something that is not true at all, not true by a long shot. And I don't even lie. I just hide a tiny little bit of information, just a little nugget. It's so tiny, but so determinate. Because, of course, it changes the whole story now, doesn't it? I'm free from cancer becomes, this guy's fucking with me. This guy's totally playing me somehow. He's fooling me. And if I never reveal that information, or if I'm smart, and anybody who reveals this key bit of information, I go out of my way to just crush him down, grind him down as quickly as possible, so that nobody hears that crucial bit of information, and I was never diagnosed with cancer. Of course, you're going to walk around thinking, oh, poor Gonzalo, you know, he's had an awful, awful life, you know, he's cancer. He's free from it, but maybe he'll get it again. Oh God, let's pray for him. You see how they play. You see what they're doing. They are using your goodness for their evil. Because the reason a propagandist is going to pull this kind of a trick is because he wants you to think something so that he can get more money or get more power or get you to support him on some adventure or some policy or some initiative of some sort, which is disastrous to you but beneficial to him. You see what's going on? And we can see it right now with the war going on here in Ukraine. Here in Ukraine, there's a war. The Russians invaded. And everybody in the West is saying, oh, you know, the Russians are evil. The Russians invaded for no reason whatsoever. Of course, the little bit of information that the propagandists are hiding from you is that Ukraine was goading Russia for the longest time, goading Russia for going on 8 years at least. And the other key bit of information that they don't tell you, which is very hard to come by, but it's completely true, is that the Zelensky regime forces were planning on invading the Donbass area and potentially striking into Russia itself. The Donbass, or at least the breakaway republics of the Donbass before this conflict started, were relatively small. And the Ukrainians had assembled an army of something like 100,000 men to go into the Donbass and just, annihilate it, just take it over, just crush it, crush out all opposition. Because do keep in mind, in the Donbass, there are all kinds of ethnic Russians who do not want to be a part of the Zelensky regime. They consider it corrupt, which it is. They consider that it is genocidal, which it is, because it goes after Russian nationals, ethnic Russians, Russian speakers, and tries to curtail their freedoms, curtail their lives. They want no part of that, and so the Zelensky regime was about to invade the Donbass and potentially break into Russia itself and invade pieces of Russia when the Russians themselves attacked first. And so you're not hearing that little bit of the story, the little bit of the story whereby, oh, this wasn't an unprovoked invasion by the Russians. Oh, it wasn't that, Zelensky and his little crew were just hanging out, around, sitting around a campfire eating s'mores, and then all of a sudden the Russians invaded for no reason whatsoever. No, there was a very, very good reason. That little bit of information that they keep from you, that they prevent you from hearing about. You have to understand, see, in every situation, without exception, no side is blameless. No side was doing absolutely nothing, minding his own business, and he was suddenly attacked. That just doesn't happen. In any conflict, especially a serious conflict, especially something like this war, both sides have some responsibility, sometimes a lot of responsibility, and sometimes, a lot of times, the party that seems to be the victim was, in fact, the victimizer. As the case here in Ukraine, because that's the truth. And that's the truth that the propagandists in the West are trying to hide. Like the truth that I was hiding from you. When I'm free from cancer, just never diagnosed with it, right? Yeah. And I'm sorry if I fooled you, and I'm sorry if you feel a little upset at me, right? Though I would appreciate some compliments on my acting, which I thought was pretty good, if you ask me. But anyway, the point, and the serious point, is that, see, when they hide that little bit of crucial information, well, they prevent you from understanding the complexities and nuances of something. And they make you see the reality in a simplistic form that is not accurate, and that often as not will lead you to make horrible decisions. The information that is being kept from you in the West is making you think that you, in the West, should get involved in this war and fight the Russians directly, protect the Ukrainians. There are lots of other nuggets of information about Ukraine that is being hidden. Lots of other nuggets of information about the Zelensky regime that is being hidden. For instance, the fact that he's surrounded by neo-Nazi goon squads, which is true. The fact that he is one of the most corrupt politicians on the face of the planet, having stolen at least $500 million since he became president in 2019, which is true, as being a piece of information that's being kept from you. Or the fact that the Zelensky regime goes out and assassinates politicians and journalists who oppose what they are doing, which is true. You see, all these little bits of information, they keep them from you so as to make you think that the only good and decent thing to do is to get involved in this war in Ukraine on the side of the good guys. Understand what's going on. Understand how propagandists and the despicable leaders in the West keep information from you, keep the truth from you. They don't lie to you. They just take away that crucial little bit of information and hide it. Look for the information that they are hiding from you, because when you find that information, that's when you discover the real story. And often as not, that little nugget of truth is what actually matters.